What's up? It's your pal Ali, Big Money Anarchy, and wow, you guys really liked that first RoFNF video, huh? Okay, so I missed a few games last time, and with the 1.5 update for Project After Night Out, I don't think there would be a better time to cover some more games. No need for a long intro. If you watched part 1, then you should get the point by now. And if you haven't, go do it. Do it now! Once again, this is an attack on the creators, don't harass them, and everything I say in this is just my opinion. It's juice and jam time. Up next is Lemon Funky, not to be confused with Lemon Party, and it's actually made by the same dude who made my favorite game on Roblox. No, my other favorite game on Roblox. Yeah, that one. You may know this game is just that arcade machine in the Pillar Chase 2 lobby, but it's actually its own full game. Also, if you didn't know, you earn a skin for Noctis by beating Frostbite from Hypno's Lullaby. Also, fun fact, the arcade machine in Pillar Chase 2 is broken, like out of order right now. This is the first time it's been like that to my knowledge, so that's kind of weird. On to the graphics in the lobby, I want to say, since this is made by basically just one person, I don't feel like there's that much I can complain about. But at the same time, there's not too much here for me to talk about either. Just a bunch of speakers. Now, on to the models, there's morphs you can use, and for the most part, they're all pretty okay, but nothing too crazy. About the same quality as some of the stuff from Friday Night Blocked. Now, you can only play solo on specific solo speakers, which I know I've complained about in my last video, but that doesn't really matter too much. What does matter is, in Lemon Funky, you can only play the right side of songs, which really sucks. You can play the left side on some songs, and those, obviously, you can't play the right side. And on the multiplayer speakers, though I didn't really have much luck with public servers. Another big problem here is the charting. On some songs, it's really bad, being almost a second behind. Some of the worst offenders here being Roses from the original soundtrack and Endless from Versus Sonic.exe. Like I said, it's about a second behind, which in rhythm games is a pretty big problem. Now, onto the mod selection, and it's not too terrible, but once again, nothing to really go on about. It does have Pasta Night from Hypno's Lullaby, which is pretty cool, though the 3 strum lines can get pretty confusing. On the topic of Hypno's, the previously mentioned Frostbite actually has the cold meter as a working mechanic, so that's pretty sick. Overall, it's not too bad, especially being made by only one person, but it feels really clunky to play, and I don't think I'll be coming back to it anytime soon. But I'll give it a solid 5 out of 10. Up next is Starlight Funk, and I was actually planning on talking about this one in the last video, along with Lemon Funky, but, I forgot. Anyway, this game is kind of wicked, but to start out, let's check out the lobby, and it's pretty sick. Reminds me a lot of Project Funk Night, with a little bit of Funky Friday in there, too. The game is actually pretty similar to Project Funk Night, and by extension, Friday Night Partying. It plays exactly the same, so no major complaints. There's not much for customization other than note skins and character animations. Mod selection is not bad, and while the game hasn't been updated in a hot minute now, the selection is not too bad. The song selection UI is pretty wicked, and even has original music. And while games like Friday Night Blocked and Project After Night both have music in the song selector and in the shop, none of them, to my knowledge at least, are made up for the game. One downside, the game does feel kind of outdated to me. No mod charts, no unique maps, no mid-songs animations. Well, in the songs I play, I can't get every single song. And we don't even get the note splashes that were added in week 6. But overall, the game is pretty sick. When you start the game, it tells you about a rework or a sequel game called Starlight Funk Remix coming in 2024, and I don't know if it's coming out soon. Even looking at the group or community or whatever it's called now, there haven't been any updates since last year, so I'm not getting my hopes up. But if it comes out, hell yeah, I'll play it. But for the original game, it gets around a 7 out of 10. Like I said, about the same quality as Project Funk Night and Friday Night Partying. Our penultimate game is even more FNF2. Wow, 20 more mods. And once again, another great lobby. This one especially reminds me of Funky Friday with the art on the wall. There's also a bunch of unique stages rather than just the FNF speakers, which is a nice touch, though it can get kind of confusing as to where you're supposed to stand. I feel like this game probably took a lot more inspiration from Funky Friday than any other game, considering the similarities in the lobby and the fact that it uses the exact same font. There's a lot of similarities here. You could even probably call it a ripoff. Not a big fan of the UI. While the options are fine, the animation selector isn't the best. While the microphone selection is pretty cool, once again, another similarity to Funky Friday, it's kind of unnecessary. There's also selectable guns, which you can only use in 2 or 3 animations. So once again, it seems really unnecessary. You can't preview any of the animations or see the microphones and guns like you can in Funky Friday. It just kind of adds to the jank. Onto the UI, and I gotta keep it a buck, it's terrible. While the list of mods isn't too bad, it's nothing special. The actual selector is terrible. It's similar to the free play menu of the actual game, but it has no search function and way too many tabs to work well. Now, onto the gameplay, and yeah, it's not the best. There's almost no feedback for hitting notes. It doesn't feel satisfying. In fact, it feels a bit clunky. Similar to Starlight Funk, the note splashes are also absent, which, like I mentioned with that game, I'm not a big fan of it. Similar to Lemon Funky, you can only free play on the right side. This actually extends some multiplayer. I was only able to get in one game after around an hour and a half of trying, and the right side player is the only one who can choose the song. Now, in some RoFNF games like Rat or Friday Night Partying, the person who joins first gets to select the song, which already I'm not a big fan of. Just not being able to pick the song at all on one side is also really stupid. Also, some of the songs just didn't fucking work. Like, I don't know if they only work in multiplayer, but I didn't get into enough games to figure it out. Overall, I'll give this one a 3 out of 10. While I have been shitting on the game, it also hasn't been updated since, like, 2022. So I guess I can't be too hard on it, but honestly, with the games that are out now, I can't really recommend this one.
Hey, yo, the pizza here. Oh, nigga! Ah! My ears burn!
And finally, Project Afternight. And while it's only had a minor update since the last time I discussed it, oh my god, it's so good, dude. I still think this is the best RoFNF game on Roblox right now, with the best customization out of any of them. Not just with the extremely well-animated animations and emotes, but the big-ass list of, like, actual customization stuff for rhythm game nerds. More on the animations, I said it before, but the way you unlock them, just having to beat the song instead of buying them, is a really cool system, especially for somebody who fucking hates grinding for stuff in games. And I'm kinda surprised it's in no other RoFNF game. Also, a cool detail, some emotes actually play music when you're not in their song. The attention to every little detail, every little, oh, that's sick kind of thing. It's what really makes this game the best for me. Am I gobbling this game's meat like I'm in a hot dog eating contest? Yeah. Does it deserve it? Also, yeah. While there hasn't been too much added in this update, it's a lot, but I say that in comparison to the amount of content in Update 1. What's here is amazing, with some personal favorites of mine being Stern's Lord X song, Sonic Originals, and the fucking Off OST? Like the RPG Maker game, which was a pleasant surprise. I fucking love Off. Onto the animations, which I actually failed to list last time. They're just so good, man. Here's a couple of my favorites. I'm loving the weird amount of JoJo's representation in this update, as well as the quality of the animations. There's also cool, like, sub-animations for attacking, dodging, missing dodges, taunts, and more, with some also having really sick, unique intro animations. Now, I do have a couple suggestions. Having an option for no emo would be nice. It's cool to have it on some songs, but for other ones it just takes up space. It doesn't really fit with the song if, you're really autistic about this stuff like I am. Also, having an extra slot for a transformation for songs like Overdue and Obituary when that gets added would be pretty huge. My only real criticism is more of a skill issue, but it'd be cool to get some more non-FNF songs with a bit more accessible charting. It can feel kind of inconsistent at times. A prime example being the Item Asylum OST, where some of the songs feel pathetically easy, while others feel way too hard for the songs they are. And I want to say, no hate towards the charters, and I don't mean to say the more complicated charting is bad, because it isn't. It's just, I suck at it. Like I said, it's a skill issue. Also, having the Laughbox songs under just Laughbox, instead of that, I'd say have them listed under their aliases, if more songs are planned to be added in the future. Also, please make the Lord X R15 animation normal sized again, or just give it like a smaller alt, how it used to be, because the new one kind of looks like bones. It should not be that huge. Pause. Project After Night is still a perfect 10, and you bet your ass I'll be talking about it once Update 2 comes out. It's gonna have that one guy in it, you know? You know that guy! Holy shit, is that Sonic.exe? Me just talking about it doesn't do it justice, so here's some highlights. Also, since one of the lead devs watched the last video, if one of y'all sees this, I left the official Discord server on accident. Now I'm fucking like straight up IP banned for some reason. I don't know if that's something y'all can fix, but like, hashtag Free Ellie, she did nothing wrong. Yeah. Now, none of the other games I covered last time got any major updates, but before we wrap up, I'll talk about what they did get, or what's upcoming. Rat or Rappability Test is getting a sequel, or a different game, whatever. Looks cool. Rat isn't really my favorite, but I gotta say, I'm pretty hyped for the new game, and you bet your ass I'm gonna be playing it. Next up, Funky Friday. Hasn't been updated much since last time, only adding back the Christmas lobby as well as a few old mods that were taken out before. The game is getting a rewrite. No, not that one. Like the code kind. You know what I mean. And finally, Friday Night Bloxin. The most recent update added a mod with one new song, and it's fucking...
That's all, folks. Little baby, pink baby, old baby, this baby, see baby, dead baby, sleep baby, scared baby.
This... But what's been released on Twitter, or what's been teased on Twitter, looks really promising. And I'm really hyped. Bloxin is also getting a rewrite. Once again, not that one, but that rewrite is actually already in the game. Of course, I'm super hyped about it. Anyway, that's about it, so like, just subscribe, or don't, but you should, because I'm cool like that. Go check out my DeviantArt too. The link to that and my link tree is in the description. So, go do that. Go do it right now. This has been your hostess with the most, this royal pain in your gay furry ass. Your pal, Ali Big Money Anarchy, signing off, and I will see you on the flip side.
Prepare for the battle, prepare for the war, prepare for the real street fight and blood war. The third of the third, prepare to die for. Your life's on the line, so I'ma take yours. So who wanna blood dance with me? Leave your body wrapped up or even a street fantasy. In the square, yo, you best to beware. Street fighter, we ain't playing over here. One-on-one, kid, you know you get finished. Round one, round two, so come and get with it. Your heart ain't cold stone, forget about the power. Battle this out to the 24th hour. Pay the price that you couldn't